What's up? We're back. I don't know what else to say. I never know what to say.
Okay, there's a Frank joining us today.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
But he's not Frank when he speaks. He's a nice guy.
Yes.
Is he the one who owes an album still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the ocean
He's
guy.
that guy.
Yeah, we won't forget Frank Ocean.
Okay, I have a story, a little bit of a story. So recently, I went to go get my thingy, my license renewed. And then some lady offered me a car in exchange for her daughter.
How?
Yes, like
Is
that.
she giving you two things?
Okay, this is how she said she put it. She started it like smoothly. She's like, what do you do? What do you study? Because she could see my age. Like, what do you study? Where are you from? What language do you speak? Who pays your fees? And it's like, do you have a car? I'm like, no, I don't have a car. Why do you want to give me one? She's like, yeah, I want to give you one, but it comes with my daughter.
Is she ugly?
You see, I don't know.
Is she unattractive in any way?
I didn't see the daughter at all.
You should have said yes. Let's see this girl.
No, but
Let's see.
I feel like sometimes, when you look at someone's mom, you have an idea of what they
Okay,
look like.
well,
Well, except my
mom-
mom, of course. But
No, I wasn't looking at the mom like that. I was just in shock.
But you can tell that she's a pretty old woman.
She was a woman when I was there.
Or
Would you
a
date
girl, I
her
don't know
20
how
years
she is.
ago?
I don't know. I don't remember her face now even. But anyway, that's beside the
You
point.
know how every
Here's
time
my
you
question.
meet a woman,
Yeah?
right, and she looks older, you have to categorize her as MILF or no MILF.
Sure.
Okay, I don't know. I don't do that. But
Don't.
okay.
Am I the only one who does that? Wow.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Do you do that?
No, I don't.
Okay, but my question is,
It would
would
help in such a situation. I'm just saying.
you mind being set up by somebody's mom?
no.
You wouldn't mind it?
No, I would.
Prostitution, though,
Sorry.
actually, you were describing.
Sorry?
Is that not basically prostitution, what you just described? Getting a car and...
But now, I'd be getting paid.
No.
Then I would be the
technically
prostitute.
is. Yes, you would be the prostitute.
So basically, yeah.
No, but I denied. I said no. No, man.
So you're not a prostitute.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Okay. Yeah. Would you think, Nikita?
Would you mind?
Would you mind being set up by somebody's mom?
Yes.
Why?
Because, bro, if she's even stepping in, that means this guy has got problems. Like, something is not functioning properly. Like, why is she stepping in? And also, another thing is, she might even be in our business because now she feels responsible for putting us together. So she wants to know now every detail to guarantee that this thing's, like, it holds.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like parents who interfere and it messes up everything.
The question is, what's wrong with you that your mom is
Yeah,
such a-
bro.
That's the first question everybody asks.
Unless she's a very nosy mom and she's stepping in.
Yeah.
Just because she feels like your time is running out.
Okay. Frank?
I would have to meet the daughter first before making any decisions.
That's the thing. As a
Yeah,
guy,
it makes it too hard.
So would you? So you're saying you're open to it? Just
let's meet the girl first.
you'd want to meet the girl first.
Yes. Yes.
So I was just in shock. That's why I just said no. No. Jesus.
How old is that girl, bro?
I don't know. I don't ask questions, bruh. I was shocked. I wanted the car, but the shock.
But you get a car and a girl. You
What
can tell
car?
by the-
What car is it?
I don't know what car it was.
This guy has no morals.
I've got the best morals, guys.
I mind because it's weird. It's very strange. Like I no.
But what if you're passing up a good opportunity just because it seems strange?
Good opportunity to do
That's
what?
fine.
What if the person is a lovely person and you just...
But why is the mom
But
there?
that's fine.
Because she's nosy.
You know how many good opportunities you pass up every day because you made a decision? You know when you stayed 5 minutes extra in your bed?
Yeah.
That 5 minutes,
Yeah.
you know how many good things missed you because of that 5 minutes? You know how many bad things missed you as well? Just the mere chance of anything happening to you in the world. There's so much that every single decision you've made has made you miss at least 1 million good things, but at the same time, it's made you avoid 1 million bad things.
So I could have died. She could have killed me that
She
day.
could have killed him.
But I actually see where Frank is coming from.
Yeah, he's looking at it from a completely positive side.
my mom tried to hook my sister up with this guy because she felt like this guy was ideal in
For
her
her.
books as the son-in-law. So she hooked my sister up, and it was a great relationship. But my sister broke it off because my mom was just there all the time. Until today, my mom blames her for breaking up with
Oh.
that guy.
How long ago was this?
Ages ago, because this guy is married with kids now, and my sister is a single mom. My mom doesn't believe in single parenting.
So she wants to pair her up.
So she's like, you see, you have no man and a child, and you could have married this guy and had a family.
So what criteria do you use to describe him as being ideal?
This is according to my mom. But she wanted, he was a very, okay, he was an educated guy, good, okay looking, but in her eyes, he was a pretty handsome guy, and he came from the same tribe as us, so there was no like political issues, and yeah,
Well, that's a very good-
he was a very family orientated guy, and my mom just liked his personality, period. He was just a good guy, and my sister is into different guys, but
She
bad
likes
boys.
bad guys. Bad.
He was just too good to be true, and I think, no, just the fact that my mom was involved, I think it ruined everything.
Okay, cool. So today we're gonna discuss like online relationships or like online dating or whatever. Now, I wanted us to. Okay, online relationships. Let's discuss yay or nay, if you're open to it, if you've tried it.
I haven't tried it, but one of the closest people in my life right now, I met online.
Facebook makes it.
Mixie. You see, because we come from way back. It was Mixie.
Okay.
Well, I met a person on Mixer, and then we had mutual friends, and then we met at a party, and she was everything she was online, but I don't think I was what she was expecting. More so physically. So you know when you click with someone, and then when they see you, they have this look of just absolute disappointment
Okay.
on their face, and you can see it.
Okay.
So it kind of put me off the whole meeting people online. But I have met quite cool people online
Yeah.
who I'm very good friends with, who I've even gone so far as to meet in real life. But hey, that relationship thing, never again. Man.
Okay.
Wait, so you were dating online,
No, we were dating online, but we were
like
dating.
close?
Yeah, we were getting
Aww.
building something.
That's important.
No, but it's, I can see, okay, I've had to meet somebody and he was not what I expected because his pictures were probably taken at an angle. He wasn't horrible, and I wasn't like, I was very sensitive about it because you don't want to like make it obvious that this person isn't what you expected. But sometimes when you meet the person, it changes everything because now you meet their aura as well. It's not just who they are or how they look. You meet their sense of style, you meet their aura, you meet their smile, you meet things that you didn't have in online.
Basically, every person has two identities.
True, very much so, because
Who they are
sometimes
and who they want you to think they are.
Yeah, and online is
not
easy
even
to-
though, yeah, it's easier
easy
to
construct.
be
Who you think you
yeah,
are.
who you think you are online than in person. Because you find also, okay, so this guy was very shy in person, whereas online he's this confident, leading in everything. But we ended up dating actually for like a year.
Shy.
A year even.
Yeah, a year, and it became an on and off thing for 4 years
Yo,
because his friends were a
Sweet.
problem. He was 3 years older than me, but his friends felt like, you know what, we're going to varsity. He was in matric and I was in grade 9. And it was like, why are you still like, no, the thing is, I've always been, I found the guys my age very immature and I didn't like them.
like
and
you
they
know,
were,
matric grade 10, yes. Matric grade 9 is even against the law.
You're still a junior.
CTA, bro.
no, but I wasn't.
That's CTA.
It's against the law. Guys, it's against the law. Let's stop
No, but
there.
I feel like I know couples that had that gap and are still dating.
There are, but
Back then,
it's
it was
against the
not
law.
like now, where if you're dating a grade 9, it's like, what the hell? Back then, it was actually a thing, where most girls in my grade were dating guys like that. But for me, I've always dated guys older only because my maturity then was quite advanced, even now, but yeah. So anyway, we dated, and then his friends were always like, nah, bruh, we can get the B word, and now you're just settling for one girl, like, what's so special about her? And everything was there, and we kept also, he would break up with me and then come back, break up with me, come back, went to metric dance together, everything.
Who's yours or his?
He's. And then after a couple, okay, so we broke up, and then 2 years later, I bumped into him at a party. Went home, didn't get his number or anything, went to another party, and he was there. So life was always like that, even today, I'm still in contact with him because somehow he became friends with my cousin. So our worlds were always connected, and it took me a long time to get over him because he was my first love. And then, yeah, that's it.
Would you do it again?
I don't know. I'm very open to meeting anybody that would be connected to me. I have a very close friend as well, who I met on Mixit when I was 14, and we're still very good friends now. And we only met now, because now I know that he's legit. Because we graduated to Facebook, and then we graduated to Instagram, and then we can meet.
So it
But-
must go through the stages.
But I've had a lot of.
That's great, because if you just
Yeah.
jump from one
Joe.
platform, you could.
Yeah, because with him, I didn't have any mutual friends. Usually it's easier when you have verified that this person exists. But other than that, I've had a lot of online friendships. I think I had another relationship online, but we didn't meet.
Frankie?
I think I'll stay away from online romantic relationships. If it's just a guy, I might be open to that. But romantic relationships a lot more personal, so I'm just not open to that. I think I prefer to meet the person in person. So yeah, it's. I've never done it anyway, so and I wouldn't consider doing it. It's just
Okay.
yeah.
So, you know how I'm always the one with stories, right?
Oh, yes.
With it.
So, once upon a time, there was
Since-
Mixit.
Just on.
Stop it. Once upon a time, there was Mixit. And I was really into Mixit. Like, you would find me online for hours. Like, I was there. And my parents, had a huge problem with it. It was like, oh, it's only bad. And they still moan about that now, but that's besides the point. So, you know how Mixit had these chat rooms and chat rooms with hundreds of people inside at a time. And you are talking to this one fish in this whole pond. It's a little chaotic. So this one time I just so happened to strike a conversation with this guy in the chat room. And then, you know how on Mixit must they say you must go private, and then you send your contact and whatever. So that happened, and we started talking, developed not a relationship as such, but more of a friendship. It started off that way. We developed a friendship online, and it was cool. We grew very close. It was kind of like the stories you hear on Catfish, like we told each other our secrets and blah blah blah. And eventually feelings got caught
Bye.
on both sides.
Okay.
And then I moved to varsity then. Oh no, actually, wait. Then at some point Mixit just wasn't a thing anymore, right? So then I got off, but then I kept his number, he kept my number, and then we would call each other every now and then in SMS. And then I came to varsity. When I got my own place, when I got my own place, he had suggested that he stay over for the weekend. Mind you, this was the first time.
This is not coming.
Mind you, I was meeting this guy for the first time, having chatted to him for about 3 years, roughly.
Okay.
Okay. So, in his pictures, he looks tall. He looked like, the rugby player type.
Okay.
And to me, that was like, oh my God, he's tall. So, Gautrain train station, right? I'm standing there. It's cold. I remember that day. It was very cold. It was dead winter.
It's a baby one.
And then
Baby
man comes through the thing, the gate thing.
The what?
Yeah.
Eish.
He was short, man.
Shorter than
Like, yeah.
What? Shorter than you?
Like, and I'm short, right? So he was like
Midget.
here-ish. Like if I stand up and yeah, he was like just below the tip of my head, and I'm quite short, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, goddamn, I've been lied to, you know. I felt very betrayed, but I went with it. And I was like, okay, fine. And he didn't have the dreadlocks that he had like in the photos that like he had sent me. So he seemed like a completely different person. Okay, so I felt okay. He came all the way, so might as well make it work somehow. Yeah, so we chilled, we talked. It was very awkward because he was really shy. Like when we talk online, like he's, you know, confident, just, you know, the banter just, you know, kept flowing. And now it was like, so you're here. It's so great. Like, it's awesome. And then, long story short, we hooked up. Then and then stop it, I don't want to talk about that.
No, it's just.
And then, yeah, from there we had developed a friendship, like a genuine friendship. Now that like we saw each other, he would come through like on some weekends, and like during vacation if I'm around, then we would chill. And we became really good friends. It just never really got to the relationship part because he was always very, I don't know, iffy about it. He's like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship and this, that, and the other. And then he found a girlfriend who apparently he was living with.
Oh.
And yeah, and then when I found out about this, I felt really betrayed. I was like, damn you, if you, And then we just kind of cut ties from there, and that's pretty much what happened. That's the closest thing I've gotten to an online relationship. Everybody else, I mean, I've been friends with. I even found out about my half sister online, which is so crazy. Like, it's weird.
I have a big relationship that I was in, and it was online.
You have a big relationship.
But it's interesting.
Just online.
Yes, like I've
Sorry,
never.
Have you ever been physical with someone who is just online? Catch my drift.
16.
Wait, like
Texting and
sexting?
sex calls.
No. No, but it's fine. People do that. I mean, you're far
I
from.
don't think we do that.
I don't know if they
People
still
do
do,
that.
but now they
do
do
it,
because
like-
they Skype.
Yeah.
Dude, they
Skype,
Skype now.
Skype is more understandable.
I know couples that do that, especially long distance.
Skype is expensive.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's how I do it.
Yeah, FaceTime is
I think
cheaper
it
than
is.
Skype, funny enough.
I don't think it
You could
is.
do FaceTime.
Decent. Snapchat. Snapchat's also great. Why do I know so much?
Is it your life, bro? Is that your life?
That's how life struggles.
Is that your life? Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
a single man.
I met this guy online, became friends on Facebook. Fast, we clicked, and it grew into a relationship. Love was involved. Went to school. I was in matric. Got to school. Found an ex of his that he had been dating for 4 years but never met.
How?
This guy is in Bloom.
You.
I'm here. This chick is from Gauteng, but he was there. They dated for 4 years. Broke up a year before I got into the picture. I found out through the grapevine that yes, this girl and this guy, because she started acting weird towards me as well, ruined my life. Starting telling people how I steal people's boyfriends, whatever. Sharp, no problem. Childish behavior. This guy and I got into very big fights because of this girl. But what's interesting is that this guy had a series of dating online, and I thought, what's going on? Like, it's weird for a guy that just dates online. He doesn't date girls that are there. But then, luckily, I don't want to use the word luckily, but after we broke up because of this girl, of course, she couldn't handle it. Because she played, it's a very evil story, but I don't think it's fitting for this topic. But I confronted her and I told her, you don't know anything about me. If all of this is all about the guy, please go ahead with him. And she was like, no. She played both sides where she'll be the friend to him and encourage him to be in this relationship. And then in real life, she would ruin my life. And when I go to him, I just come off as a jealous girlfriend. So anyway, the relationship fell apart. And we still talk shop, but then he comes to Joburg, but we don't meet because I'm not willing to go all the way there. I don't want to trust him and just go.
You don't want to
So
go
far.
there.
Yeah, and I didn't understand, if you're in Joburg, why can't you just take the Gautrain, I'll meet you at the Gautrain station and then spend the day and then go back. But anyway, it's fine. So this guy, yeah, online dating shop. That's it.
At the end.
I feel like I had something deep to say, but I forgot it.
Have any of you guys been catfished?
No.
I
Like
know
even
somebody-
with friendships, let's not do the relationships thing alone. I think friendships also resonate quite a lot.
What's being catfished?
Like, oh, okay, being catfished is being manipulated manipulated to believe that a person is a certain way, either by how they look or the way that they are, and then when upon meeting this person, you find out that they aren't that person. Like, for example, if you meet me online and then I use Nikita's pictures, you think you're talking to Nikita, but you're talking to me, and then when you meet me, you're like, but like I thought I was talking to that other girl with the braids, and that's
So
being
it's being
catfished.
catfished.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me because as soon as you meet the person, it's like, oh, but it's a completely different picture.
You
So
see, that's the thing.
Has that
But it
Yeah.
happens though. There's the
Right.
TV show, dude.
No,
like, have you not?
That girl uses my pictures.
Yeah.
So you assume you're speaking to me,
yeah,
right? The girl that looks like me.
Yeah.
But when you meet her, she looks like
Me.
She's white.
she's white.
The
Yeah.
drastic changes are she's white, but you were speaking to a black girl.
So when you meet,
So when you meet them, you realize, oh,
Yeah.
It's
The
not-
relationship
it's not
is
always that
online.
deep sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
There are people who, I know people who I've met online who've never used themselves as a profile picture.
Okay.
I don't know if that counts as catfishing.
No, catfishing is like I'm using someone else's photographs
identity.
Oh,
or their identity.
You're using
their
someone's
names.
identity.
Like sometimes their names aren't even their real names and things like that.
so who does this? Who's out there doing this?
There are people who do that.
Are
Don't
they?
you?
Wow.
Haven't
I'm
you
so
heard of the TV
sheltered.
show Catfish on MTV?
I think I've heard of it, but I've
You
never
should
watched
check it out. That's basically it. Like putting up a false identity online and then trying to lure people into either developing friendships or relationships, trying to get money from people, things like that.
I don't see the hype with the TV show. Because every single episode that I've watched,
Yeah.
the exact same thing happens.
No.
Somebody lied, somebody caught feelings, there was anger, the end.
The reason why that is because it's actually a thing. Like catfishing is actually a thing. So most cases you will find a person is actually lying. In other cases, it could be that this person is telling the truth when they say, no, I don't have a web camera, or no, like I live, you know how we live too far away, dog. Like I'm on one side of the country, you're on the other side. I mean, how is this gonna work? And I don't have money to catch a flight, to come to you. Or logistics in general, like I live with my parents, so if you come here, they're gonna freak out and things like that. There are people who have genuine or real reasons for not meeting up, but then sometimes the stories seem so exaggerated and so, I don't know, extreme that you cannot really take that as the truth. There is that, sense of doubt. So what I'm asking is if anyone has been catfished before.
I haven't been, but I know somebody who actually wasn't, but okay, let me tell the story.
Was he the catfish?
No, they were themselves.
Okay.
They just didn't exchange pictures. Anyway, so there's men and women. Yeah? Man talks to women on Megxit, and then everything, few months, everything is nice, smooth going, and everything, calling each other baby, wala, and all of that. Then they decide one day, no, we're gonna meet. I mean, when they go meet, I know both of them, but I didn't know what was happening until that day. So now I'm walking with men in town, and then woman is standing over there. And I'm like, hey man, that's woman. And then man was like, it's not what I expected. And just ignored, went home.
Whoa.
I don't know what that's called now. Is that like dogfish?
Catfish is a
they
real
didn't
fish,
exchange.
right?
They didn't exchange pictures when they were
No, they didn't
talking.
exchange pictures.
That's so weird. I really think that's strange. Like, how do you talk to someone you haven't really
Some people don't
seen?
really like how
it's
they look.
strange.
Like, for
No,
example,
no. I get it. I get that. But I mean, at some point you would ask for a picture, right?
if you've been told you're ugly by society so many times, and you've fallen in love with a beautiful human being according to society, you're afraid that all of a sudden your picture is just going to change how things are, because it does. The picture does change
Yeah, it does.
everything,
But
whether
it's
for the
good to
better or
be
for the
open
worse.
from the beginning. No,
Yeah, but some people are braver than others.
Have you
I've
ever been
never been.
catfished?
I can't say I've been catfished, as such. It's just that I think this one incident, this guy sent me an old photo. So now when we met up, it was like.
62 years old.
I like when you hate it, but it's not quite that. No, like he sent me a photo when he was like slightly younger. We weren't in a relationship, we just like, were friends, getting to that point. And then we decided to meet up, and when we did, he didn't quite look the way I had imagined or the way he looked on his photographs. And on top of that, he brought his friends along, which was so weird.
Hey.
It was really strange.
Guys,
Like,
can we segue into this? Stop. Please stop. I once sat at McDonald's with a friend of mine, and we were just watching people, because we do that. Buy more checks, sit down, watch people. Right? And we were just trying to figure out everybody's story. And there's this guy who's sitting there with 2 meals, and he's alone. And he sits there.
Oh, shame.
And he sits there for an hour.
Dude.
And the second hour starts. And halfway to the third hour, this is 2.5 hours now, this man's sitting here with the food. He's eaten his own food. He's looking at the other food like, I'm just going to eat it and go. This girl shows up. Fine. With her friend.
Oh, Jesus.
oh man.
So you're late and you bring an extra mouth even. The disrespect.
The guy bought the friend food.
No.
Oh, that guy.
Did
He's
you know
too
that?
sweet.
Marriage material.
Marriage material.
Right, Nikita, wait.
know.
He's a
don't
pushover.
know.
What? No. You can't marry someone like
2.5
that.
hours, bruh. Waiting, and then you bring your mzala.
Dude, you
Guys,
can't
I'm
marry
not
someone like
done.
that.
Okay, finish.
At home. Why are you attacking me? I wasn't the one who
I'm attacking you, bruh. Wait.
He's a nice guy, but he's the one. These are the guys that end up being single for life, because that girl obviously came there with the intention for free lunch. Because girls do this.
Yeah.
Show me free lunch, and she
And
knows
she
that
knew
he's a
as well.
nice guy, and she knows that he won't say no.
Can I just add a disclaimer that me and my
He was
friends were
hustled.
speculating in most ways. We just observed what the situation was, and it just looked on his face as if all he could say was, and I'm going to use my one way here, and no, I'm not this guy, but his face said this. This bitch.
You are,
That's what his face said.
That would be
That
the
must have been his
appropriate
mouth.
response.
But to wait for 2 hours though, that's the first thing. Why?
Excuse
Maybe he
me.
was weak.
Okay.
Are you
but
pointing
then again,
fingers? Sorry.
Then again, I was that girl who like waited
Yes.
for
Was he
Vinig.
hot?
a long time.
Right. Nah, he didn't
No,
pitch.
no, but this was a different story though, cause
What?
like
It is not.
no, it wasn't really like I met him online and then we met. No,
But
It's-
it
but
wa-
then it's a similar scenario. But then I capitalized on that and I went shopping. So
I'm
There's
sorry.
no
Now you're making
capitalization there.
excuses.
There's no
You're making excuses.
okay,
You
but
were
okay,
waiting.
okay. If I can justify what I did, I learned from it because now I know to not be the patient person that I was. Okay, but before that, I was like, oh my gosh, I would wait for this person to show up, and he didn't. So yeah,
Wait, please tell us how many hours you waited?
I can't.
Hours.
Yeah, I waited a long time. I was
Let me
supposed.
judge
Okay,
you.
basically, for those who don't know the story, I was supposed to meet up with this guy that I was in a situationship with. Like we weren't dating, but we were friends. So we were supposed to meet up in Sandton. I took the car train from here to Sandton, got to the mall. I waited at first for about an hour until I started, calling and asking like, okay, what's happening? Why? And then he's like, no, I'm on my way. Like I'm right there. So I'm like,
I know the story.
you know the story.
I know the story.
So yeah, so he's like, no, I'm on my way. I'll be right there, like now. And then I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I wait because now I'm assuming that he's nearby. I wait, I think another 30 to 45 minutes, and then I call him. I'm like, where are you? He's like, no, I'm in, where did you say?
Somewhere.
Roodepoort or somewhere, which is about 10 minutes away from where I was. So I was like, okay, Roodepoort, I think I can wait for another 10 minutes, but he has to make this up to me. I think I stayed for about 3 or 4 hours. But then in the 3 or 4 hours, I was shopping though. Like I had given up and I was shopping. And then I decided, okay, you know what, F it, I'm gonna go home. And then when I got to the flat, it was around 7 o'clock in the evening. That's when he calls me and he asks me where I was, because that's the only time, that's when he had arrived. We were supposed to meet up at 2. by the way.
Around 7.
Yeah.
You arrived around 7.
Yes, and we were supposed to meet up at 2. So
Yeah.
he calls around 7, he's like, hey, where are you? I'm like, no, I left. And then he's like, you left? What do you mean you left? I'm like, no, I left. I waited for you since like before, you know, whenever we were supposed to meet. I get there early, okay, I do early things, whatever. So basically, long story short, I spent a whole day waiting for somebody to come to the mall.
So what was his excuse for just...
He had work,
Okay.
but he just didn't want to talk.
Okay.
I don't buy it one bit.
Yeah, nobody works
But
for
the
that
funny
long.
thing is that he had the audacity to get angry with me for leaving. Like I was supposed to.
Yeah,
wait.
but he's just a dick.
Yeah, I know that now.
You got played.
So I learned. I mean, I'm not gonna wait that long.
I think if you think that your sexual value is a lot more than that of the person you are dating, you tend to do stuff like that.
Hey, sexual value.
Yeah. If I think my
Active
sexual value
vocabulary.
Oh my gosh, guys, really?
Frank.
Okay. Let's talk about the distance thing, right? Would you be open to an online relationship if the person you're with moves away? Obviously, it would be like online or telephonic or whatever, but then the
Also,
person
a
that you're
long
with-
distance
yeah,
relationship
long
using
distance,
technology.
basically, yes.
Yeah. How often would we see each other?
Depends on how far they are.
I mean.
Okay, if we are in the same province,
Same province is fine, but you can make it like a weekend thing. I'm talking flights now.
okay, different
Or
provinces
12-hour
in the
bus
same
rides.
country.
Don't do it.
I can't.
I say everything outside of a 300-kilometer radius, you have to be in Halle Berry.
Even 300 is too much.
She'd have to be Halle Berry
Yeah.
to be with it.
Okay, not Halle Berry.
Halle
Rosario
Berry.
Dawson. Yes.
Who's that?
She's the
Rosario Dawson.
Girl. Yes.
Who's that?
This is Rosario Dawson.
Who is she?
No,
What is she?
where is she from?
Come on.
She's on Sin City.
Come on.
Another
Sin
one?
City, the black and white movie.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
Let me see.
Rosario Dawson.
What kind of where is she from?
She's in Men in Black as well.
Oh,
Oh,
the badass
yeah.
chick.
Yeah.
She's. Wish her birthday. That makes me
Rosario
somewhat
Dawson.
cool. We're like the same height,
And you share a
and
birthday.
we share a birthday.
I
It's like-
understand. I understand.
Almost
Halle
my
Berry,
sister, but no.
Rosario.
Rosario
I
Dawson.
don't know.
Yeah, no.
She's quite badass.
It
though.
doesn't matter who it is for me. Even if you look like Mother Teresa. Oh, no, actually,
What?
no.
Probably
Oh, no. Even if you look like, give me hot body. Hot body.
Kerry Washington.
No,
Gabriel Union?
the girl that Chris Brown dated but left for
Karuchi?
Rihanna. Yes, that girl's got a
Who's
fine
that?
body.
Whoever she is,
That's
it
my
doesn't matter who
girl.
it is. Whether you look like a toe or you look like a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't.
Even 11.
Why?
Out of 10.
It's just too much effort then.
To be honest,
Like maybe put it on pause,
Yeah.
What's wrong?
but not say, maybe.
Put it on pause. You might as
But,
well just not be together.
Exactly. Be like, okay, we're not breaking up. Like, fuck you. No, there's no anger. But like, this
It's not gonna
thing.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of beneficial in some sense because during the week I can do what I have to do. Like I can pursue my goals and my art. And then
Uh-huh.
during the weekend, we can,
Yeah, but now what happens if you are broke during the weekend?
if I'm broke.
Yes.
Well,
now you
obviously,
can't go
you
see
need to
them.
make means to make sure that you are set for the weekend. though.
Don't think about this like a student thing. Think about it like your
But that's what I am. I could not do
but the
that.
thing is, it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of patience, and there are a lot of things that you want to do but you can't. And half the time, you can only use your words to console each other. And it's sometimes one of you just can't take it anymore. For example, in the relationship that I was with the guy in Bloom, he got pretty frustrated with the fact that this might actually be the way life could be forever. So he was just like, no, I don't see this relationship growing.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. But he's got also an emotional disorder as well, which I learned later on.
People with feeling issues.
you've met some special people.
Yes, I have. I want to write a book.
I actually don't mind the distance thing, except if it's a question of we're in different provinces. If we're in different provinces, I don't think I'd be able to do it. But within the province, no problem.
I don't think that counts as distance though.
What do you mean?
It
Because
is.
if you're in Pretoria, then you
Depends.
you can be like,
You see, this
"Yes,
province-
baby love. I
Yeah,
want to see
but you
This
see,
province doesn't
when you
count.
have
Talk about like the EC.
Oh,
But it's
where's
hard.
the-
It is like 10
Yeah,
things.
and it's
This
rural
person is 10
situations,
things
so it's
over.
not that easy. We don't have Gautrain everywhere.
Yeah,
You
you
have EC trade.
So,
And you go trade.
no, I dated a guy who had a problem with me being in Pretoria and him being in Johannesburg, right? The funny part though about this relationship was that I was the one who always made trips, you know, to
There.
Johannesburg to go see him. When his sister passed on, actually, I went to Johannesburg and I attended the funeral. I was there for him. And then the following week I came back and I took him out for lunch, you know, just to find out how he's doing and things like that. I think a couple of weeks after that, you know, I just kept making visits and everything. He never bothered to come through. Mind you, this is a person who has 2 cars. I think this frustrates me. He has 2 cars. He has 4 iPhones. He has, I don't know, the capacity, if you could call it that, to take a photograph of 57,000 Rand in cash and upload it on Instagram. This is his money, by the way.
Rent.
So I don't know if it's rent money, then I get it, ne? But then he has the money though.
For rent, yes.
It's fine.
But I mean, Gautrain is like what, 61 Rand? Not to say you should take the 61 Rand from the rent
But-
money, but I'm just saying.
That just means for him, you just.
I wasn't a priority, exactly.
But
and
did you
the
tell
thing
him?
with that, I made it known. Like, we had a conversation about this. I was like, I don't understand. Actually, he was the one breaking up with me because he felt like I lived too far. He just couldn't do with the distance anymore. And I was like, but wait, hold on. I feel like I'm like 45 minutes away. You're the one with the car. And I've been the one, you know, making trips, spending my money, coming to see you.
Student money.
You know what I'm
Could have bought
saying?
noodles.
Like, I could have bought noodles.
So did you question him about the money on Instagram?
I didn't
Why-
question
why
him
would
about
you-
the money because I felt like it wasn't my place to ask him about his financial affairs. And I still feel that way about relationships now. Like, I don't see why, as his girlfriend, I should ask him about his money.
Well, I think it's less about money and more about his emotional well-being. I mean, how insecure do I have to be in order to try and express my value by, you know, showing off how much money I have, especially in such a crude sense, you know,
Yeah.
because people buy cars or big houses, but just raw money, it's
Oh my.
it just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's suspicious. It's
The thing
not
is, I never really thought of it that way. I never thought that he could be insecure in that sense.
Okay.
I just felt like he had a problem somewhat. Either he had a genuine problem with me being 45 minutes away, or there was someone else in the picture. He was just looking for a reason to let me go.
Okay.
You know, I still don't have the answer to that question, mind you, so.
Let's call him now and ask him.
And
We
clear.
can FaceTime him actually and ask him.
Let's do that.
No, we're not.
But I feel like it depends on you as a person. I mean, I did that love language test, and mine is a physical contact.
Love
So,
language.
Yeah.
So please tell us
Yeah,
what that is.
there's love languages.
No,
Yeah.
please tell us
But
what
my
that is.
top one was physical contact, and then what are they? It's family. That's what's called.
There's gifts.
I'm not a fan of gifts. I give gifts. I don't like giving gifts.
I don't like. It's awkward. You don't know how to act.
Yeah,
Just say
that's me.
thank you.
Thanks.
No, but you can't say thanks and then end it there.
Why not?
Because you must.
It's
be,
weird.
You must
can't
still be
like,
thankful
"Oh,
with your body."
thanks.
Like body language must say thank you.
I think I would date you just to teach you how to accept. Because I've managed.
Take, bitch. Take.
Nah,
Take.
not even. With people who are like that, it's just patience. For example, you can start with a note. That's you. You're not conscious about it, but you're learning to accept things from me.
Oh, there
Because-
they are. Gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and physical touch. So mine are physical touch and acts of service.
What's acts of service?
Yes.
Service.
Like,
Anyway,
Oh.
I wait.
No, I can't. I'm clarifying. Sorry.
no, like when I do something for you, I like doing things for people I love. If I do things for you,
You don't have.
you
You've done nothing.
next fall.
Okay.
I'm feeling that out. I'm feeling this zeal. But yeah.
I'm dating someone who hated gifts, and now he even complains when it's been a while.
Yeah, you wake up. One day you
Spoiler
wake
him.
up and you be like,
You know-
you've changed.
He'll be like,
You're gonna leave him and
You
he's
used
gonna
to
be shocked.
no.
You
He used to
spoil
be
Women do
like,
this.
you
Women
used
do
to
this
do
all the
this,
time.
and you used to do that, and I was actually trying to see if it's registered, and it started with something small, and I don't expect you to be like, oh my gosh, because some people you don't want to accept gifts because you don't want to give. You feel like. I don't know if you've watched this episode in Big Bang Theory. Sheldon hated gifts because it added pressure for him to go get a gift that's better than the one that she got him. And then in that episode is when he went and bought what's the girl, the hot girl?
Penny.
Yeah, he went and bought Penny all these gift baskets. Do you remember?
I remember it. And you got the autograph. And you got the autograph.
And then he decided to give her all that stuff.
So the long distance thing only works if your love language accepts is workable.
Yeah.
Is that a book or is that just a thing?
It's a book.
You
It's
see.
not a book, but it's
Gary
there's,
Chapman, yeah.
there's realness in it. It's real.
I think it's based on research.
Yeah.
It's a PhD, so.
Yeah, PhD, pretty huge deal. Yeah.
Anyway,
Like-
I
Oh, is that what it is?
look. You say, some people don't want to give because they don't want. They don't
They don't
want.
want to receive because they don't want to give.
Yeah.
They don't like that pressure.
I like giving
Is that how you feel about
when I want to give.
this joy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's conversations like this where we need joy. Yeah. Sorry.
I like giving when I feel like giving.
Yes.
So when you, I don't like attention. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You like giving when you feel like giving.
Yes.
I feel like that applies to everyone in the world. Like, I like giving when I feel like giving.
You see the
No, what I'm saying is, if you give me a gift, I won't give you a gift because you got me a gift. I'll give you a gift because I feel like giving you a gift, not to reciprocate.
Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, no. Then you do find those girls who are like, no, but I
Integrate.
like,
Or it's integrate.
Yeah.
Even if, like friendships with girls, it's just like that. It's like
Yeah, with my female
Yeah.
friends, generally.
it's like an investment. It's like if you want presents on your birthday, you need to give this girl a present. It's like the worst thing. Like since grade 8, for me since grade 4, it was like a thing that because I gave
If you were
you.
doing something in a grade, you were doing it at 3 grades.
Yeah, guys, because the thing is, I've always been like ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever given a gift to my friends. I'm not like that. I'm not. My gift of friendship is enough.
I love you, Joe. Calm down.
My gift
Yeah.
of friendship is enough. I mean, if I feel like giving you a gift on your birthday, hey, but
Enjoy it.
don't expect it all the time. Father Christmas don't come every day.
Alright.
Just saying. Alrighty, we're done.
Peace out. A-Town. Booty.
Eh?